Have you ever found yourself searching for that perfect match? Someone who mirrors you in absolutely every single way.
Yeah, shares all your hobbies, agrees with every single opinion. It feels like the goal, doesn't it?
It really does. It's almost instinctual. But what if? What if the very things that set you apart from your partner, those differences, aren't actually obstacles?
What if they're the secret ingredients?
Exactly. The key to something maybe richer, more vibrant.
It's a really compelling thought. And that's exactly what we're diving into today, the surprising power of embracing individuality in your relationships.
Yeah, we'll explore how accepting what makes you unique and, what makes your partner unique, how that can turn frustration into something fascinating.
Into insights, right? Strengthening your bond, maybe unlocking new ways to grow personally and together.
Our mission today really is to unpack how letting go of that need for perfect sameness.
Letting go of the carbon copy idea.
Right. And instead, cultivating acceptance, building that emotional intelligence, how that helps you appreciate what makes you both unique.
Leading to a deeper, much more resilient kind of love.
Yeah.
It's not about being the same.
Okay, let's dig in. Let's unpack this core idea first, the carbon copy partner search.
Right. So many of us, maybe consciously, maybe not, we're looking for someone who shares everything. Every taste, every hobby.
It's the dream, isn't it? But the truth is, that kind of perfect alignment, it's incredibly rare.
It is. And maybe, just maybe, it's not even that desirable when you really think about it.
What do you mean?
Well, it's fascinating, this idea that the perfect person equals a replica of ourselves. But real compatibility, it isn't duplication.
It's about adding something.
Exactly. Finding someone who adds to your life, not just mirrors it back. And it makes you wonder, what if being too similar causes its own problems?
Like what?
Like having the exact same strengths and the exact same weaknesses. Or imagine getting stressed by the same things at the exact same time. That sounds, well, intense.
Yeah, I can see that. It sort of reminds me of this Reddit user I read about. After a long marriage, like 2 peas in a pod, they really struggled dating again.
Oh, yeah. How so?
They found themselves really put off by partners who liked different things, like reality TV. They were longing for someone who liked only action movies, board games, hiking, gaming, and dogs, all in one neat package.
Wow, the perfect list.
Right, and it left them feeling like they just hadn't tried hard enough to find that perfect person who ticked every single box.
And that's such a common trap, isn't it? What the discussions online seem to suggest is, yeah, sharing core values, life goals, that's crucial. Absolutely.
But identical hobbies?
Expecting identical hobbies. It's not just unrealistic. It might actually limit your own growth. People share that relationships with differences. They can be more work up front, sure.
But worth it.
Definitely worth it. Because you balance each other out. That's the unexpected gift.
So differences aren't problems. They're gifts.
That's a great way to put it. They really are gifts waiting to be unwrapped. They open doors to new experiences, new perspectives. They help us expand our own view of the world.
You wouldn't get that if you were always on the same page.
Not at all. Think about that author you mentioned, the one with vastly different political and religious views from her partner.
Yeah, that was fascinating.
She learned profound lessons because of those differences, not despite them, like her partner joining the military, something she'd never choose.
It totally shifted her perspective.
Exactly. It wasn't about changing who she was, but about making more educated decisions about her own life by genuinely experiencing someone else's path.
So it's about seeing the world in shades of gray, not just black and white.
Precisely. Your beliefs, totally valid. But respecting that other opinions, other ways of being are also worthy of consideration. That opens the door to acceptance and growth.
Okay, but here's a tough question then. What if you find yourself really irritated by a quote-unquote flaw in your partner?
Yes. Well, here's a deeper thought. Could that irritation actually be mirroring something you're denying or resisting in yourself?
Ooh, that's challenging.
It is. But the idea is that accepting and, yes, even loving those qualities in yourself and your partner can surprisingly make the irritation just dissipate.
That's counterintuitive but powerful. And it leads right into this whole idea of acceptance, doesn't it?
It's the foundation. This journey of embracing differences, it really starts with acceptance. It's a core principle.
Getting annoyed at things we can't change just adds more problems. Seems simple, but it's hard.
It is hard. And let's be clear, acceptance isn't about giving up. It's not ignoring real problems, especially in, abusive or truly difficult situations. Not at all.
Right. It's more about
recognizing what's actually outside our direct control. and realizing our energy is better spent on what we can influence.
Okay.
And the really fascinating part, shifting from frustration to like genuine curiosity, that can transform irritation into a real learning moment.
Like that Buddhist monk's meditation session.
Exactly. The person annoyed by the shuffling, coughing, loud snack eater.
Mm-hmm.
Once the therapist helped them accept, okay, this noise is happening, I can't stop it, the focus shifted. It became curiosity about their own reaction. Why am I getting so worked up?
That's the learning, redirecting the focus inward.
Precisely. And think about that incredibly moving story. The couple whose son was struggling with heroin addiction.
Oh, yeah. Heartbreaking.
The therapist couldn't offer a magic fix. There wasn't one. But by just being present, being empathetic, truly listening, he helped them accept the awful reality they were facing.
And the mom's email afterwards.
Right. It wasn't about a cure. It was about her internal shift. She felt empowered to do what I know must be done. She felt ready to face them.
It wasn't a solution, but strength found through acceptance.
Exactly. Growth happens when we embrace the fullness of life, the challenges included.
Okay, so acceptance is key. But how do we actually navigate these differences day to day? This is where it gets really practical, right?
This is where emotional intelligence, or EQ, comes in. And it's not just about staying calm, although that helps.
It's more than that.
Much more. It's about recognizing, understanding, and managing your own emotions first. And then truly attuning to your partner's emotions, seeing things from their side.
That makes sense. Because strong relationships aren't about never fighting.
Not at all. It's about how couples handle those inevitable disagreements. EQ is the difference maker.
Between getting stuck in those awful repetitive fights.
Yeah, those frustrating patterns, versus actually working through challenges together, making progress.
And low EQ leads to
Defensiveness, mostly. Difficulty expressing how you feel, dismissing your partner's feelings, maybe lashing out or just shutting down completely. Stonewalling, it just keeps the conflict going.
So, practically speaking, how do we boost that EQ in the moment when we're facing a difference?
Okay, one simple but really powerful skill. Pause. Just pause and check in with yourself before you react.
Ask yourself,
What am I feeling right now? Just name it. Anger, hurt, fear. That little pause creates space for a thoughtful response, not just a knee-jerk reaction.
okay, pause and check in. What else?
Listen to understand, not to defend. This is huge. Really hear your partner out. Ask questions to clarify. Reflect back what you think you heard,
Even if you disagree.
especially if you disagree. It builds so much trust when your partner feels truly heard. And this is critical of caution before you try to problem solve.
Validate the feeling first.
Yes. Often, people just want to feel seen and understood. A simple, wow, that sounds really hard, or I can see why you'd feel overwhelmed, can be way more powerful than jumping in with solutions.
Which can feel like you're dismissing their feeling.
Exactly. And if things get too heated, take a break. Seriously, it's not failure, it's smart.
A timeout.
Yeah, even 10, 20 minutes. It lets both of you cool down, regroup, and come back with more calm and clarity. Prevents things spiraling.
That makes a lot of sense. You mentioned another tool, emotion coaching.
Ah, yes, emotion coaching conversations. This is a fantastic way to build that emotional attunement, but you do it in a calm moment, not during a fight.
Okay, so how does it work?
You take turns.
Yeah.
One person shares an emotional experience they had, maybe something from their day. The listener just listens deeply, then reflects back what they heard.
Like, it sounds like you felt frustrated when your boss said that.
Exactly. And then, crucially, they validate the feeling. That totally makes sense. Or, yeah, I'd probably feel that way too. The key is offering comfort and empathy, not advice or solutions.
You're just creating a safe space for the feeling itself.
Precisely. It builds a much deeper emotional bond over time.
And you had that example, Alex and Jordan.
Right. Classic case. Alex felt ignored. Jordan felt Alex was too emotional. Arguments went nowhere.
Until
We started practicing this stuff, pausing, really listening, trying emotion coaching. One night, Alex had a terrible day, really overwhelmed. Normally, Jordan might have offered a quick fix.
But this time
He just listened and said something simple like, wow, that sounds like a really heavy day. No wonder you're feeling overwhelmed.
that made a difference.
Huge difference. Alex felt truly heard. It kind of cracked something open for them, leading to more mutual support, fewer dead-end arguments. It was that shift from fixing to connecting.
Okay, so this brings us to conflict itself. It's going to happen.
Absolutely. Conflict is normal, even healthy in a way. It shows you both care enough to engage. The key isn't that you argue, but how you manage it.
Right. And we need to avoid those destructive patterns. You mentioned the four horsemen.
Yes, the Gottman Institute's research is so helpful here. Criticism, attacking the person's character, contempt, mockery, sarcasm, eye-rolling, defensiveness, playing the victim, refusing responsibility, and stonewalling, shutting down, withdrawing.
Those are major red flags.
Huge red flags. They
Yeah.
basically poison the relationship because they show a breakdown in respect and emotional management.
So the healthy way involves
Acknowledging the problem directly. Focusing on the issue, not attacking the person. Treating each other with respect, even when you're upset.
using I statements.
Definitely. I feel hurt when, instead of you always. Be clear about your needs. Don't expect mind reading. And this is tough, but vital. Learn to forgive and try to let it go. Holding grudges is toxic.
How does mindfulness fit into this, mindful communication?
It's central, really. It starts with just setting the intention to pay attention, to notice your automatic reactions and choose a different response.
That pause again.
That pause, yes.
Yeah.
Take a mindful pause before, during, after a conversation. Just breathe, check in, then listen deeply. Not just waiting to talk, but really trying to understand.
Noting your own reactions internally, but staying focused on them.
Exactly. Note it, oh, I'm feeling defensive.
Yeah.
Then gently bring your attention back. Reflect back what you hear. Show you're tracking.
And you mentioned turning toward challenges.
Yeah, instead of avoiding difficult emotions like hurt or jealousy, acknowledge them within yourself. Bring some compassion to that feeling. And take responsibility for your reaction.
Instead of just blaming.
Right. Ask, okay, what is this difficulty asking me to look at? And then be brave enough to speak your truth. Be vulnerable. It invites your partner to do the same.
That vulnerability builds intimacy. And what about diffusing arguments in the moment?
This is fascinating. It's about breaking the pattern. Instead of meeting anger with anger, which is called complementary behavior, and just escalates things.
Try non-complimentary behavior.
Exactly. Respond to their resentment or anger with something unexpected, like kindness, genuine love, or even just curiosity. Wow, you seem really upset. Tell me more about that.
It throws them off.
It can completely dissolve the argument sometimes because you're not feeding the negative cycle. You're offering connection instead.
It sounds like that traffic light idea you mentioned.
Yeah, it's a useful metaphor. Red light. You're defensive, shut down, thinking me, stuck.
Green light. You're open, empathetic, thinking us, we, communication flows.
And the crucial one is the yellow light. That moment of surprise, disappointment where you could go red.
You have a choice.
You have a choice. And in that yellow light moment, small acts of kindness, consciously shifting from me to we, maybe thinking about your kids, your shared life can flip the switch back to green.
Yeah.
That's where real progress happens. It leads to gratitude, not gridlock.
Wow. Okay, so ultimately this is all about honoring individuality, right? Within the relationship.
Absolutely. Feeling respected for who you are, having that sense of personal autonomy, even while being deeply connected.
How do we actively foster that unique bond?
Well, consciously value yourself and your partner. Express appreciation specifically. Use those I statements. I really appreciate when you, or I especially enjoy how you.
And be open to receiving it too.
Yes. Be gracious. Let it land. Let them know it feels good to be seen. It reinforces the positive.
And research points to other practical things too, right?
Definitely. Like focusing on positive interactions. Aiming for that Gottman 5-to-1 ratio, 5 positives for every negative. It really shifts the whole emotional climate of the relationship.
Makes sense. What else?
Effective communication, like we've been talking about.
Right.
It leads to fair division of labor, which, interestingly, is a huge factor in marital success.
Dividing chores fairly matters.
It really does. And being friends. Cultivating a deep, genuine friendship underneath the romance that correlates strongly with satisfaction, understanding, admiration, respect.
And physical connection.
Yes. The research suggests having sex about once a week seems to be a sweet spot for relationship well-being. The benefits kind of plateau after that point, but it highlights its importance for satisfaction.
It's easy to let that slide, but it matters.
It does. And related to all this is letting go of that fantasy of the one, that perfect soulmate.
The idea that someone will meet every need.
Which is impossible.
Yeah.
The truth is, we all, in a sense, marry the wrong person because no one is perfect, and no one can fulfill every single need or fantasy.
So the question isn't, are you right for me?
The more empowering question is, am I the right person for you? Can I handle imperfections with humor and grace? Can I navigate disagreements lovingly? Can I do the inner work needed to make this relationship thrive.
That shifts the focus entirely. It's about what I bring.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And to really deepen that connection day to day, embracing all these differences, there are some lovely actionable tips.
Like what?
Really see each other. Make eye contact. It actually activates your social nervous system, helps you feel safer, more connected.
Listen with all your senses.
Yes. Notice posture, tone, body language, the meaning behind the words. Put your own response aside for a moment and just receive.
Touch and hug.
Crucial. Physical contact is essential for well-being, feeling safe, conveying love. Hug until you both feel that little release, that relaxation.
Be interested. Genuinely curious.
Don't assume you know everything about your partner. Approach them sometimes like you're meeting them for the first time. What's new? What are they thinking about now?
Make plans and keep them. Build that trust.
Absolutely. Honesty about what you can commit to and then following through. And I love this one, the just like me exercise.
How does that work?
When you notice a difference, something that might usually irritate you, silently say to yourself, just like me, this person wants to feel cared for. Just like me, they want to be understood. Just like me, they want to belong.
Finding the common humanity underneath.
Exactly. It bridges the difference by reminding you of the shared core desires we all have.
And finally,
Create digital-free zones. Put the phones away sometimes. Be present, really present with each other. That focused attention is invaluable.
so you've covered a lot. Moving beyond that carbon copy ideal.
Embracing differences as gifts, really.
Mhm.
Understanding acceptance as the foundation.
Using emotional intelligence as the toolkit to navigate challenges.
And mindful communication as the path to deeper connection.
The big takeaway seems to be that a thriving relationship isn't about finding your twin.
Not at all. It's about learning to appreciate and even harmonize with someone wonderfully, beautifully different from you.
It's about choosing curiosity over frustration, connection over conflict, growth over just staying the same.
Continuously making that choice.
So here's something to think about. As you reflect on your own unique connections, what new perspective, or maybe what new experience, will you actively seek out by truly leaning into the unique aspects of your partner and yourself?
How might really embracing those differences transform your own love story?